Look, I don't want to panic anybody or cause an uproar, but I've really been enjoying neutrals lately. You've got that continuity. Hello beautiful makeup lovers and welcome back to my channel. I am all over the place because it's the 6 weeks holidays, my daughter is off school, my cat has been neutered and he's going around with a cone on. It's been a crazy time, but I got a really exciting package today. I wasn't actually going to film, but my Unearthly Cosmetics summer mystery box turned up. I did get the big one and I do know what is inside. So this is not going to be like, ooh, a reaction type of, I already saw the video and I know what's inside. But if you don't know what's inside and you want to know, then let's dive into this. Now this retails for £80. So it's not cheap, but you do get exclusive products in this. There is a small one as well that retails for £56 and they are both the summer mystery boxes and they do have different items in each of them, but I just wanted to go for the large one, and spoiler, I'm really glad I did because looking at the two that I saw, this is the one with the colour stories and things that I preferred. I believe these were recently restocked, but this one currently is out of stock on the Unearthly Cosmetics website, but you can still get the smaller version if you want to, like I say, with different products to this one. I'm not sure if this one's coming back again. I have no idea, maybe it will. But let's just appreciate the gorgeous packaging of this box. It is like a PR box. It's beautiful, it's got clouds on it and it's got the Unearthly symbol on the front and it does magnetically open like this, and it comes with a lot of foam inside to protect all the goodies. So let's have a look at what is inside. Like I say, I have already seen this, but if you're seeing it for the first time somehow on my channel, then this is what is inside the box. And I'm excited because we've got an eyeshadow palette, 3 lip products, and is it a highlighter? A highlighter duo. Now I'm not sure if these products are going to be released separately or not, but let's have a look at the eyeshadow palette first because that's always my favourite thing in any collection that I'm picking up, to be honest. So it's called the Get Groovy Eyeshadow and Pressed Pigment Palette, and the artwork is super cute on this one. I quite like this artwork. I think it looks really, really nice, and the front of the palette looks exactly the same, so I don't need to keep the box. Yay! Let me get rid of the plastic, and we do have a mirror on the inside, and these are the shades. It is a little small curated rainbow palette. I'm not adverse to a rainbow palette. I quite like bright colours, to be quite honest. If you've been on this channel before, you already know this. But I like that we've got depth in this. We've got some light shades. It looks like we've got a toppery shade. We've got like a multi-chrome, duochrome situation going on. It's been a while since I've used a rainbow palette, an actual rainbow palette. So you get 12 shades, and I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes, 6 are matte and 6 are shimmers, so I think that is super nice. I think a lot of people are going to be happy with this, and because it's the summer mystery box, you know, you're expecting sort of colours like this. And it is kind of like you get a corresponding shimmer for each of the mattes, which is quite nice. It's very user-friendly in that sense. All of the boxes are just exactly the same as the packaging inside, so I won't show you those. But this is the highlighter duo, the Get Groovy highlighter duo. Again, packaging super cute, and inside, ooh, okay. These are the highlighters. I'm not quite sure how dark they're gonna be on me. And whether they're gonna suit my skin tone, but we're definitely gonna see. I think what I'm gonna do is do 2 looks for you in this video, just so that I can use these separately and I can use the lip products as well and get more out of it, really. Because as well with the rainbow palette, I can't stick, well, I could stick every shade on my eyes, but that might be a bit much. So we have Slick and In Your Dreams. Slick looks like a greeny, goldy shade, and In Your Dreams looks more like a orangey peachy golden shade. So they look cute, and it looks like we've got a satin liquid lipstick next. So I love the packaging of the lip sticks, gloss, all of the lip products from Unearthly. It's super, super cute with a little snow globe thing on the top. I love anything orange on the lips, and this is definitely leaning orange. This is called Gnarly, and I'm not sure if it's going to be brought out, like I say, on its own, so you can buy it without the mystery box, but that shade is a winner. And then the last 2 things, 2 lip glosses. So like I do know what's in them, but I've forgotten since I've watched the video, so let me remind myself. So we've got, oh, a purple shimmer. A purple shimmery lip gloss, super cute. I don't actually think I've tried the lip gloss formula from Unearthly before, have I? Not in this packaging. I have in the older packaging, so I'm not sure if it's a different formulation, but I'm excited to have it in the new packaging. And then what shade is the last lip gloss? Oh, a beautiful orange. Okay, I'm very, very happy. So these are the things that you are getting for £80. Obviously, if you're in the UK, because Unearthly Cosmetics are a US indie brand, it's very expensive with the shipping. I mean, they are quite expensive with their shipping at the moment. It did go down at one point, but it's gone back up. So that is not the best. So for £80, I don't think it's bad, but with the shipping on top, it's a little bit pricey. Definitely want to keep this box. Like, that is so, so cute. Can I take the foam out and use it as... No, I don't think I can. I think the foam's stuck in, but I definitely want to reuse this box. Maybe I could pick the foam out and reuse it because that's super cute. I feel like I've been rambling and waffling for ages, so we just need to get this makeup on now, don't we? Okay, I'm not sure if this highlighter duo is going to be more of a blush topper situation for me because, like I said, I don't know how it's going to be on my skin. I'm not wearing any blush, so I'm thinking we're going to try and use this as a blush highlighter hybrid type of thing and see what's going on. So I think I kind of need a plan first, don't I? I'm thinking I want to use the orange lips today, definitely. We'll save the purple one for the next look. So if I'm going orangey, I'm going to try and formulate a plan. Okay, the plan is In Your Dreams is the one we're going to go for this look. So trying to use this as a blush highlighter hybrid. We'll see if it works or whether it's just going to be a highlighter on me. Okay, it's just going to be a highlighter on me, but I think it'd be a nice blush topper. Is that too dark for me? Is it causing a cast? I can't tell. Definitely looks to be glitter particles in this, real small sparkles, and it's definitely intense. So if that's not your jam, just bear that in mind. I think I will definitely use some blush as well because that is not going to be enough. I just wanted to see, and yeah, I am going to need some blush. I think that is a really nice formula, and actually it does suit my skin tone more than I thought it was going to. When I edit this back, I'm probably going to look at it and be like, no, it doesn't, Kerry, but actually in person it looks really, really nice. So I like that shade, In Your Dreams. I'm excited to try the Slick shade tomorrow because it's got a green in it, and green's the best. But yeah, definitely an intense highlight with little sparkles in it. Should we do the lip next? Because then I won't feel bare and sort of have foundation around the edges of my lips. I think we'll do the lips next. So we'll go in with Gnarly and see what delicious orange shade this is going to be on me. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, it's like a gorgeous pumpkin orange. I am a big fan of that colour. That is stunning. That is stunning. I do have an orange already from Unearthly and I thought I really enjoyed that one, but wow. This one's a little bit different of an orange. And the formula is always really comfortable from Unearthly Cosmetics. Not so much with the Halloween mystery box. That was a slightly different formula in my opinion. But the ones that are in this packaging, amazing formula. Really, really comfortable. Almost kiss proof. It does dry down quite a lot, but it still feels really nice and comfortable on the lips. So I'm really happy with this shade. I think I'll save the lip gloss for the end. I just want to keep it a little bit matte on the lips for now. I hope I remember this. Please remind me. And I'm thinking in the eyeshadow palette, I definitely want to use the orange to match with the lips. Maybe the yellow as well, maybe the purples. Is this going to work? And then I'm thinking for the next look, I can use sort of the blue and green. Look, I don't want to panic anybody or cause an uproar, but I've really been enjoying neutrals lately. I know. Who am I? What has happened? No, it's not a cry for help. So if you do see some more neutrals on my Instagram and things, don't be surprised because actually I'm experimenting with neutrals to try and find more ways that I can use them and enjoy them because let's be honest, they're in a lot of palettes, even colourful ones, but not this one. Today is going to be a full-on Technicolor. So I think what I want to do is start with that kind of berry tone. Do I? I'm going to try. I'm going to try and start with Outer Sight, which is this matte here, and hope that we can use the orange kind of near it, maybe not fully blended into it. I'm going to pack that in the outer corner. Pigment straight away is delicious. Let's just sort out these creases in my creasy lid, shall we? And this is the slightly warmer purple that's in the palette. So I feel like it'll go with this look a little bit better. Oh, that purple is nice. And supposedly purples are quite hard to formulate, but I've never had a problem with Unearthly's purples. And I think I kind of want to blend this one out with itself because there isn't really a lighter purple or pink matte in the palette, so let's just wiggle on the edges of the shade and blow it out until I'm happy with the shape and the look. I must say it's blending out and building up really nicely. Not having any issues with the shade whatsoever. Then I think I want to go in with the orange, which is the shade called Groovy. And I would normally put a pink between an orange and a purple to blend it out, but we don't have a pink. Not a pink matte anyway, so we're going to try our best not to make this a muddy mess. So I'm kind of just going to place it next to the purple rather than do a full-on blend, because although they're not friends on the colour wheel, these shades look amazing next to each other. And I do want to keep it high enough that we're going to see it when my eyes are relaxed and open, which is quite high. And I kind of just flicked my brush towards the purple rather than actually try to blend it. And I think that's looking okay. I think I want to put that orange shade as well on the lower lash line. And maybe I'll just use a little bit of the shade Far Out, which is the yellow, just to maybe, should we blend it on the edges or pop it in the inner corner area? Maybe I'll just stamp it a little bit here on top of the orange, just to give it more of a lighter orange feel rather than being bright yellow. That's definitely changing it into a different orange. That's beautiful. Loving that that's changed that orange into a lighter, more yellowy toned orange. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now it's time to go in with the shimmers and I'm excited. We could use a Funky, which is the orangey shimmer. We could use Fox, which is more of a iridescent-y. Has it got a yellow shift? It's got like a pinky purpley shift. That is so nice. Or we could use the pink. I feel like I really want to use this shade Funky. I can't be stopped. So I've got Funky on my brush and I have sprayed it, and I'm just going to pop this over the middle of the lid. It's a little bit wanting to break up and be chunky in the pan as I'm trying to pick it up, so I definitely would recommend spraying it. Yep, getting a bit of fallout from the shade even though I've sprayed it, so just be a bit careful with those shimmers. I think if you've got the Unearthly Vitality palette, you definitely don't need this palette. That is definitely a rainbow and kind of like this, and I didn't pick that one up and I regretted it, but now I'm kind of thinking maybe I'm glad, because this is fairly similar because they're both rainbowy palettes, but Vitality is coming back with a bit of a change, I have heard, and maybe I'll still pick it up. It's me. I think I'll go into a little bit of Space Cadet, just on the edge of that orange shimmer that we've laid down, just to meet up with the purple matte and make the blend a little bit more believable out here. Oh, that's stunning. Ooh, I'm enjoying that a lot. Shall we go in with Fox for the inner corner? I think we need to. So I have sprayed this as well. Let's just brighten up this inner corner. And this is a toppery one, so it will look different depending on what you put it on top of. And obviously mine's sort of an orangey matte, so maybe it's gonna pull that way a little bit more. Yeah, that is perfection on top of that orange. Oh, I'm enjoying the shadows so far. I'm just going to finesse the blending a little bit and put on some lashes and all of that good stuff, and then I'll be back to show you the finished look. Okay, so I stuck on some half lashes and I did go in with 2 of my Colourpop cream gel liners in the waterline, but these are the old formula, so I'm not sure if they still do them anymore. Loving how this look has come together. It's very vibrant, it's very orange leaning with the cheek, the lip, obviously the orange on the eyes. That little bit of purple just complements it beautifully. We do still need to test the lip gloss though, so let's go in with this orange shimmery lip gloss and just see. I've got mascara all over myself, that's fun. And we'll just see how opaque this is, or how glittery. Oh, that's nice. This is it on my hand if I didn't have, obviously, the liquid lipstick underneath it. Oh, that's going to be beautiful even with just a lip liner. Anything orange on the lips is a big fat yes from me, so loving that combination. Loved it matte, but also love it with the gloss on top. And the lip gloss also seems to be a very comfortable formula, not gloopy, not sticky, just really, really nice. So this is the look for today. It makes me very happy seeing so much orange, but I feel like with that purple as well, it just brings something extra. And the way that the purple shimmer and the orange shimmer meet together is something special. I like that a lot. And I'm glad I didn't just do a full-on rainbow look. Maybe I will in my next look, who knows? Or maybe I'll just stick to more of the shades that we didn't use this time. Maybe I'll stick to this side of the palette a little bit more and maybe use this purple, but I'm really happy with this look and how it's come together. Don't forget, if you want to put purple and orange next to each other on a look, you definitely can. Just don't try and blend them in together because it might become a little bit muddy, but placing them next to each other, I mean, you wouldn't really know that they're not super blended together. So let me know in the comments what you think to this look, and let's dive in to look number 2. Okay, so for today's look, I'm thinking we didn't use the green, we didn't use the blue. So I'm thinking we're going to incorporate those shades, maybe some of those shimmers as well. I don't know whether to maybe use this purple as well, because we didn't use this one. We used this one yesterday. So maybe this purple, the green and the blue. I'm thinking that could be the plan. But before I forget, let's use the highlighter because I haven't got any highlighter on at the moment, and we're going to use the shade Slick today, which is the sort of greeny peachy one. Shall we just swatch it and see? Oh, that's pretty. And in comparison to In Your Dreams that we used yesterday, you can see the difference there. So let's use a little bit of this Slick shade. Just as intense as the one I used yesterday. Again, it's very blinding. I can definitely see the different particles in this. So if you're not a fan of that and you like something a little bit more lit from within, this highlighter palette might not be for you. This is literally disco ball central right now. Oh, look at it. Maybe I'll just tone this down a little bit with the sponge. I think it's gone past the point of no return though, to be honest. And we'll do the lip now because my lips are feeling a little bit dry and I want something on them. So I'm just going to line them with my MUA lip liner in Heartfelt. Then we'll go in with the gorgeous gloss that is in Spaz. And I can get it open and see what this looks like. Okay, that's a lot more opaque than I was thinking. That is stunning. I don't know what I was expecting, but not this. If you're looking for a really glittery, glitzy, not too sheer lip gloss, these could be the ones for you. That's a little bit better now. I've just taken off a little bit of the excess. That was very intense for a lip gloss. That was nice. Let's go in with the palette. Let me just prime with my Natasha Denona eye base, and then we can dive straight into some eyeshadow. Like, I know the shades that I want to use. I don't know where I want to use them or how. So semi-plan formed, just not quite sure how it's going to be executed, but I think the purple is the deepest, so we're probably going to keep that toward the outer corner. I think that's probably the best idea. Then maybe we'll go into the blue. And I don't know whether to put the green toward the front of the crease or whether to keep that for the lower lash line, but we'll see. We'll start out with Radical, which is the purple first. I would have really appreciated a super light matte in this palette because all of the mattes are either on the deeper side or mid-tone. And I like mattes that go from really light to really dark. And of course not every palette is going to have that, but this definitely doesn't have a super light matte or any sort of pastel tones. Look at the deliciousness of that purple. And again, I think I'm just going to have to try and blend this out with itself because like I say, there's not actually a lighter matte that can do this job for me. Just looking at the palette, obviously the yellow matte is the lightest, but still it's not quite light enough for my personal preference overall. And there's definitely not blending out shades for this purple. Having said that though, if it's a good formula, it will be able to kind of blend itself out without having too many issues or looking patchy or anything like that. So I'm just wiggling over the edges and tapping a little bit just to soften up that edge. And now my tattoos have finally healed really nicely because I had 2 older ones just refreshed. I can actually put some fake tan on this weekend. I don't know how the blend is looking on camera, but in real life it's okay. It's not the most perfect blend out because it is a super deep shade, but I think it's definitely workable. Okay, now we're going to move on to the blue, which is called Blast. And again, not the lightest of mattes. So we're going to see. Oh, again, creasy eyes. Where's my brush? Where's my brush? Just setting that crease with shadow just before it decides to crease again. And with this blue being so deep, I'm trying not to use too much pigment and hoping that I can just sort of blend it out, going in bit by bit, because as well there's a little bit of kick up in the pan with these shades. And blue is not the easiest to blend out into your skin tone because it's blue and I don't have a blue undertone in my skin, so it's never going to be the perfect blend out with a blue, but we're just going to get it to the point we're happy with it. I think I'm going to pop that green on the lower lash line. So the green is called Stella and it looks like a beautiful green shade, but again, on the deeper, more richer side of greens. It's not super light. So far the mattes, it's not my favourite look just because I'm struggling to create depth and contrast with light mattes because there aren't any. So that's just what I prefer in makeup. So when they're all kind of the same tone, it's not my favourite. Okay, now it's time to go in with the shimmers and I'm thinking maybe Chill, which is, I was going to say the blue shimmer, but that's definitely got green in it as well. That is amazing. Then there's Rad, which is the green shimmer. Really, really nice. Or we could go in with Fox again, which is the more iridescent-y one, just to transform the inner corner. I think we're going to have to use this for the inner corner because it's the lightest and brightest. Then I think we need to showcase this one, which is Chill. So I picked up Chill and I've sprayed it and I just want to put this all over the lid because it looked beautiful on my finger. That's definitely going to brighten up this look a little bit with these somewhat deeper mattes. And of course it's not difficult to pull in lighter shades from other palettes, but of course I'm not doing that in this video because I'm just testing out this palette alone. Oh. Okay, that's really pretty. I think I'm going to switch my brush over and go into Space Cadet again. I think we used this yesterday, but it's a beautiful bridging shade to the purple matte, so I'm not going to make a huge focus of that. Just kind of want to use it to blend it into that purple matte a bit more seamlessly. I think then we'll go into a little bit of Rad, which was the green shimmer, just for the lower lash line, in the hopes that might brighten up just this front portion of the lower lash line. I need to actually pick up some on my brush, that would be good. This brush does not want to pick up this shade. That's a bit better. Oh yeah, that is transforming things a little bit. It's coming together. Then I'm going to go back into the Fox shade. Oh, I'm destroying the pan of this. Seriously. And I want to use that for the very inner corner just because I need something light there, and I feel like this is the only thing that can go there on me. And I think that's more or less going to be it for the eyeshadow. So let me jump off, finish the look, and then we can come back and see what we think. Okay, so this is the look number 2, and I did dig out again my Arttitude Cosmetics Split It Painter's Paradise palette, which is water activated liner, and I did use the 2 pastel shades because I reach for this all the flipping time for these 2 shades. Mainly, there's a theme going on here. I did get this very kindly sent to me in PR, and I do have a code with Arttitude that is now affiliated. If you want to use it and save some pennies, I will earn a small commission if you do use my code, so thank you if you do. I wanted to do some squiggles, so I did the squiggles and I added some little pearls and some half lashes, and I went in with a green in my waterline. I'm very dramatic today. So guys, what are we saying? Do we like look number 1 best or look number 2? These are more my colours, but I think I actually prefer look number 1. Yeah, not quite sure what's happening. Getting into neutrals, preferring the warmer toned looks. I know, who am I? Who am I at this point? Let's talk about each of the products. I think the highlighter palette is really, really nice. I think the 2 shades that are included, I don't know if they're going to be great for every single person's skin tone, but they're definitely more on the glittery, blinding, intense side rather than a nice soft glow or a lit from within type of thing. Obviously you can build them up to be even more extreme, but I think straight off the bat they are quite glittery, shiny and extreme. So just bear that in mind before you dig in, because if you've ordered this mystery box and you didn't know what was in it, you could obviously resell this onto somebody if you haven't touched it. But I like the shades that are included. This one seems slightly deeper than the Slick shade, and I like that we've got more of a green leaning highlight. It's a little bit different. It's not just your bog standard. Here's a champagne, here's a gold, here's a peachy pink. I think the formula is really nice. The pan sizes are nice and big. You get a little mirror in here. It's super travel friendly and it's so cute. So I was really happy to see this in the mystery box. Now, the 3 lip things, because we have 2 lip glosses and 1 liquid lipstick. I am obsessed with this liquid lipstick and the colour of it. I will get so much use out of this, like no matter what the season, because I love an orangey tone that is like this, and I really like the satin liquid lipstick formula from Unearthly. I do like the gloss formula, however, did we need 2 glosses? Personally for me, I would have swapped one of these out, probably the purple one, for something that was completely different, like one of their liners or one of their new lip liners in a colour that's not been released, that type of thing, because I just think 3 is a bit much for my personal preference. But really nice formula, really nice colours. And the eyeshadow palette, I was so happy to see this colour story in the eyeshadow palette. I didn't want something boring. This is definitely not boring. It is a really nice rainbow palette. I don't think it's the perfect smaller rainbow palette though, just because like I said earlier, the mattes, they don't cater for what I like and how I like to do my eyeshadow. I want something that's lighter matte wise, a lot deeper matte wise, and some mid-tones, because then I just feel like I can do so much more with the look, and it can be a look how I want it to be. I like some depth in the outer corner, usually going really light in the inner corner, and that sort of blend from one to the other, but I don't feel like I can really do this with this palette. Of course I did blend out the deeper shades with themselves, but it's not how I would prefer to do it, if you know what I mean. If there was just like one light pastel matte that sort of went with a few of the shades, that would have just been the cherry on the cake for me. And if there was a super, super deep shade, like if this shade had been ridiculously deep, that would have made me happy as well. So that's more of a personal preference thing. Maybe you feel the same as me, maybe you don't. I think the shimmers are beautiful. They are intense, sparkly, some are more duochrome-y shimmers. This topper shade is beautiful and will transform whatever you pop it on top of. I do think the actual formula of the shimmers though is a little bit difficult to pick up on a brush. It's not the easiest and it's not the most difficult. and I do think you would benefit from spraying the shimmers so that you don't get fallout all over your face and you get the most intensity from the shimmer. I think it's a really nice palette. I think it's fun for summer. I like that a rainbow palette was included. I wasn't actually expecting a rainbow palette, so it surprised me and in a good way, but personally for me I would have just changed out some of those mattes. The overall theme of this mystery box, like the Get Groovy theme and the artwork, I actually really like of this one. I think it's cute. It's kind of giving you like hippie vibes, and the clouds in the background to match the outer box. Hold. Yeah, it just matches the box. So it's nice that you've got that continuity throughout this sort of box and theming. Like I say, I really want to use this again. It's actually got a lot of setting spray on it now from when I spray my brushes in that direction, but I want to take out the foam. But I really like how it does come like, it's a PR experience really. It's a little bit of a treat. You're not just getting the products, you're getting them in the PR box. It just feels a little bit more bougie, and they are a lot more protected with the foam and everything. Is it worth the money? Well, that entirely depends on how much money you've got and who you are and what your opinion is on this box. For me personally, £80 is a lot of money, and the reason that I buy from Unearthly is because they are a really good indie brand. It's a shame that they're not in the same country as me so I can have super cheap shipping. I think the shipping is what stops me picking up more than what I actually do. Because the shipping is so high, I just feel like I miss out on a lot of things that I would have picked up if it was that little bit lower, which is a shame. And when you've got something like the mystery box, that's not cheap shipping. But to be honest, I even looked at the new lip liners and they look amazing, and I would have loved to pick some of those up. But adding just a few little of the cheaper items to my cart, the shipping came to more than the items. So it's just that kind of thing where it just really stops me from buying everything that I really would like to try from the brand. So please do let me know what you think. Obviously, shipping in general from the US to the UK from indie brands is not the best, but it just really does stop me with Unearthly. I have pre-ordered their Halloween box. Apparently that's not a mystery box. I thought it was. But no, it's not a mystery box. So I am definitely going to check out what that is before it arrives, because I don't actually know what the products are inside as of this moment. I just saw the artwork on the outside and there was green included. So I was like, I'm in, here I am. Again, shipping not the best, but hoping that the products inside will definitely be worth it. I really am happy that I picked this box out of the two. I'm not going to spoil it for you if you don't want to know what's in the smaller mystery box, but if I could have seen when I was actually purchasing, because I purchased this box straight away more or less as soon as it went up. So I didn't know what was in either. And I thought, you know, I'm just going to get one. I don't really want to spend my money on two. That's quite a lot. So I'm just going to get one. I'm going to get the large one. What a choice. I would have been absolutely gutted if I'd have just picked the small one and missed out on this one, because this is a lot more me overall. Please do let me know what you think to both looks, what you think to this mystery box, what you think to the smaller one if you have seen what's inside. Are you tempted to pick up mystery boxes, or do you hate them? Do you have to know what is inside? I'm hoping this one will be restocked again. I have no idea. I can try and update you on my Instagram stories. If you're following me over on Instagram, I do let you know when stuff comes back into stock, especially stuff that I've done reviews on, that type of thing. Please do like the video, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.